In my latest newsletter, I ask you, how are you doing and what are you up to? And I've received so many feedbacks and emails saying, Lenka, I'm lost. Lenka, I'm depressed, I'm frustrated, I'm unemployed, or I'm working in a company I don't enjoy, I want to move abroad, but I don't know how. And I even received an email saying I am thinking of committing a suicide. And I was shocked. Even though not everything is always going perfect, the life is like the nature, it's in cycles. But I felt like I need to share with you the tips on how to have this lucky person syndrome, or how to achieve anything you want, or at least how to master the basic techniques and tactics of how to be at least closer to your dream life. And I really do believe that your life can change by 180 degrees, even within a second. Just when you decide you want to change something, that in that moment, the universe and the entire world is going to play differently to you. So in today's video, I do believe it's going to be very helpful if you're in a situation where you feel like there is no escape from. And I've decided to structure this video according to the human pyramid of needs. And we have the first needs, which is psychological needs like breathing, food, water, shelter, clothing, and sleep. And obviously, if we want to achieve something, we firstly need to have these covered. We need to have enough food, we need to have enough water, otherwise we will die. We need to have enough sleep, otherwise we will die. Those are like the basic out of the most basics. And we very often neglect these things. We sleep too little, or we eat really crappy food. So really bear in mind that sooner or later you will pay the price for neglecting these psychological needs. I suggest you dedicate at least 1 hour of a day to physical exercise. And if it's too much, you can start with 30 minutes, and then the rest of 30 minutes think of how you can make better your nourishments, how you can prepare your meals, how you can live better on the most elementary and essential basis, like your psychological needs. If I move upper in the Maslow pyramid of needs, then we have safety and security, which is health, employment, property, family, and social ability. Again, we are human beings and we cannot survive alone. We need people around us. Even if we are introverts, we still need people for survival. If a baby is born, it's not going to survive on its own. It needs the mother, it needs the family community to actually survive in the wild nature. And the same applies now. Even with the most modern technology, we still need people around us. And if you want to step up, if you want to level up in your life, here it's already the first point where you can start observing and changing the setting you're living in. I understand that sometimes we need to live with our family because of XYZ. We need to go to certain school XYZ. Observe how those people react, what life they have, and what thoughts they have. You're average of the closest person you have around you. And here it starts changing. If you're going to think differently, people will notice it and they will react differently. We so often have the same thought patterns as the people around us because we don't want to be outside of that group. Our biggest fear is the fear of actually dying alone. If I'm going to say an opinion and people will not like it, what will happen? The people will not be friends with me, they will not be part of my family, and then I will be alone. And what happens when I will be alone? If I'm gonna get sick, nobody is going to take care of me, and then what? And then I'm going to be desperate, and then what? And then I'm going to be homeless, and then what? And then I will die. We're actually animals, like we are always just afraid that the bottom fear is always of dying alone. You need some community around you, but start observing the people who are around you. If you have to have those people in your life, be very, very conscious on how they think. Take advice only from people who are where you want to be. Don't even take it from your parents, from your best friends. Always observe the people who live the life you want. Those people who are financially successful, career successful, who have marriage for 30 years, who are happy, who are healthy. It's not going to be one person. But you can create your set of values and beliefs from multiple people. It's the best thing you can do in this stage of safety and security. Then we have love and belonging, friendships, family, intimacy, and sense of connection. Now we're going a little bit more up because firstly we needed some safety. We as babies get love and we get connection. And this is so, so crucial for us as well. And if we don't have love and connection, we always feel kind of incomplete. This is such a sensitive topic because so often we have the multi-generational traumas and so many tragedies has happened to our kids and in our families. But you're living here now and you can break any pattern you don't like in your family, and it starts always with you. I do absolutely recommend you to start working on your self-love. What does it mean? It doesn't only mean self-love that you're going to take a walk, you're going to take a massage, but you need to start reflecting what you want. Sit down with you and your thoughts and really ask yourself, what do I want? And do I really act accordingly? And treat yourselves as a baby. Imagine that it's the 5 years old in front of you and you're asking, what do you want? How do you feel? And try to talk to your inner child. This is a very powerful technique, and your inner child will often tell you what do you want to do, what you don't want to do, where do you feel safe, where do you feel happy and unhappy, and so on. Once you start observing and really following what you want, your inner thoughts, and you really act accordingly, suddenly you feel like you're this lucky person. But it's as simple that you're aligned with your mind, with your soul, and with your body. It's as simple as that. And this creates kind of the feeling that people who want something and they get something, they're lucky, but they usually are just like very aligned and focused with what they want. But it's so difficult in nowadays society where we have the social media and where we can do anything, but we cannot do everything. Being aligned and knowing where your focus is, where you're going, this creates this lucky syndrome. Once you fulfill the psychological needs, safety, love, then you go to self-esteem. And unfortunately, you cannot really skip it. Like you can, let's say, fill the cup of love just for 50% and then you go to self-esteem, but still you will be going back. Life will always bring you situations which will bring you back to the love and belonging, and you will feel like, I still need to work on that if I really want to get the healthy and stable self-esteem. And once you get the self-esteem, or once you even touch on this need, the thing starts to change a lot for you. So let's say now you are in the company you don't really enjoy, but you already have the love and belonging. You feel like, okay, no matter what will happen, I will not stay alone, or at least I will be in a good company, which is myself. And I have self-esteem enough to say I want a raise, or I want a different position, or I just want to quit. You have this self-esteem which tells you, don't worry. You have also like a belief in the universe. You have the self-esteem. You're confident enough to know, say no to this opportunity. I say no to this person, but even a way better person will be in my life sooner or later. This self-esteem is knowing your worth. It's knowing that yes, you deserve it. You deserve to live a better life. You deserve to be treated better. You deserve to live life according to your dreams. You're confident enough that this life you see on social media is not impossible for you. This is such a powerful stage. Once you are in this stage, you will feel like everything is possible. But to arrive to the self-esteem, you need to fill the most basic needs. Now we have the peak of the entire Maslow pyramid of needs, which is self-actualization, which is creativity, spontaneity, acceptance, experience, purpose, meaning, and inner potential. Self-esteem, more like an inner thing, but self-actualization, it's already that you're not afraid to show others what is inside of you. You're not afraid to be authentic. You're not afraid to say your opinion. You don't care what, you are just yourself. This is like the highest stage of the lucky person syndrome, where you already feel loved and you don't need to feel the love from others because you nurtured yourself. You have the basic needs fulfilled, and now you're just thinking, what do I like? What I would like to express? What are my... You are confident, you respect others, but you respect yourself the most. and you have a purpose in that life. This purpose in life will give you inner flame. It will give you the inner meaning. It will give you a reason to wake up, to be alive, to sleep well, and to exercise. You will see something bigger than just your physical body. You will have much more joy in your life. Check out the Maslow pyramid of needs and write out everything what is missing in your life. Write achievable steps on how you can change these things in order to reach your highest potential. It might be a painful way, but there is no any other option. If you want to live a better life, you need to go over the obstacles, but then you will be so happy that you did. You are creator of your life, you can change it, but stop being in the victim mode. Start believing that you are able, you start believing in the abundance, start believing that you can achieve it, that you're worthy, and start with that. If you always have these invasive thoughts, like, no, who do you think you are? Write it down on a paper, your ideal self. Read it maybe 5 times a day, write it on paper and put it on your screen, or put it on your screen in your phone, and read your ideal self and literally brainwash yourself to success. You are a robot. Like, you got some software when you were born. Why you couldn't get another software, like update, like that new iOS in your brain with thoughts which actually serves you? I do absolutely believe that you're super capable of doing it.